Okay. Oh man. Well, that happened. That fucking happened. Holy shit, that was wild, to say the least. We're gonna hit this continue button though, and we're gonna see real quick where this leads us. Cause boy, I have no clue where this game is gonna pop us out at. Oh, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed, everybody, because we might have to go and yeah, we might have to shelve this. We might have to put this on the back burner if it's running this roughly. That's fuck, man. Sorry, I'm not running a 4080 Ti to play the game. Oof. So far back. Oh. Oh man. Oh man, Sid's not even dead yet. You know what? Hold on. What if we took extreme measures? What if we took extreme measures here? let's just take extreme measures. What if we bumped everything down to low? It couldn't be that bad. It couldn't be that bad to where if I run everything on low, it it fucking goes that bad. Oh man. All right, send me in there. Send
We're
me
almost
in there.
Anyone having second thoughts?
Not me.
Sid, it's nice to hear
We're
you
ready to
again
begin.
for 2 seconds.
Then what are we waiting for?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's alive. Yeah, yeah. It's back up. Nah, the stream died. I will say that. Nah, this shit definitely killed it. Cause I was looking and I was talking and I looked over at OBS and I was like, oh no. Oh, we're dead. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what's crazier is that the cutscenes run in 30 FPS. And this shit still happened. Holy shit. Too funny. Okay, let's go watch Sid beat up a crystal again. You know what? What if I skip? Okay, that's not skip. That's photo mode. Yes, exit photo mode. Skip. Ah, yes, the ghost dimension. On one hand, I don't mind doing this fight again because damn, it was a sick ass fight. But also,
Am I?
fucking wild. Oh, we can skip this part. I forgot we have to do the regular fight. And then it gets all installed. And then we get all installed.
I've been here before.
We have been here before.
You again. Where
Yeah.
are you? What do you want? Fuck. still alive.
Ugh. The things we do for a stable frame rate, I guess. That's not a cutscene. At least now we know it's Ultima.
It's over. Get out of my head. I don't answer to you. I'm leaving, one way or another. That's enough.
Why did you do so much damage?
Stay down.
Okay.
By the flames. That's enough.
Yeah. It's still a little irritating that we have to do all this again, but do it if you.
What else can he
Yup.
do? It's over. Stay down. Not this time. That's enough.
Alright. Time to see if it freezes again. Because this was one of the other points where it froze. We got a nice little zoom in of Clive. Persona 3 style, as it was said. And then he fucking froze.
That power isn't yours.
Oh, there he goes. Oh yeah, I also get to hear this song again. Yeah.
But this is mine.
Ah! Nope, didn't freeze, but it chugged. Even on lowest settings. Square Enix, what? Square Enix, what?
I remember now. I am fire.
Silly. Silly. Absolutely silly. Yep. I got it. Oh, yes, Cycle Crusher? Did he do that the first time? Yep, 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 yep. Use ass E-Freak for the second time. For the second time this stream. Fucking wild though. Fucking wild that it still chugs at the lowest settings. Insane.
It's done.
Now, there are multiples of them. You know what this makes me appreciate? Man. The RE engine that Capcom is using, how do they make things look so good and give you a million customization options and let you keep a 60 frames? It makes me appreciate other game devs a little more. Like, you know what? That shit's magic. I don't know how they made that work. Crazy. I mean, with the RE engine, they stick with it a lot longer than most devs. Yeah, true. I mean, they got the RE engine to work on a Switch. I'll say that much. Like, damn. And even then, like, now they have the RE2 engine. I'm like, fuck. Oh shit, Demon Wall. Compared to Square that could get K8 working on the Switch. Yeah, true. That's the part that like gets me, is that like I honestly think Square is too committed to like graphical quality rather than like, hey, let the game fucking play on things that people own. Actually didn't think I was gonna make it out of there. Not the demon wall again. Okay, fine. Fine, I'll use your mechanics. Also, not like Square Enix not getting Kingdom Hearts 1 up to 3 not working on the Switch as a direct download and it has to be streamed is 100% just like, what do you mean you couldn't have done, like, put dev time into optimizing the system, into streamlining things to make it run on something that people have, you know what I mean? Especially games that have been out for multiple years on mobile systems. And mobile systems being like ESPs, DSs, some of those games. Wild. I don't have very much sympathy for Square Enix, honestly. When a port doesn't work well or isn't optimized on like non-high-end systems, you know what I mean? Because even then, I'm running off a 3060 and that's not horrible, you know what I mean? I might get a few hiccups here and there, but even then I'm usually running things at like high medium at worst. This is the first time I've had to bump everything down to low. Also, this same system crashed in FF15, which is a game that's been out for like ages and should have been optimized and wasn't. I had to find workarounds on. I love Final Fantasy is what I'm saying, but sometimes I dislike Square Enix. And Nier fans got the same too, yeah. Yeah, it's not great. Not looking great all around. This felt... I haven't had anything stutter this much on stream since that when Starfield first came out and we did a little taking a peek at Starfield. We did a one episode, we did a one-off. And I think that might have been at the time the worst, and this might be just as bad. But granted, hey, at least I have it all recorded. Like, whew. Yeah, it's not looking good for Square Enix right now. I mean, for me, nothing will ever be as bad as how FF13-2 runs. I haven't even got there. Boy, oh boy. Also, just to give you a heads up, if you try to run Streams of Paradise on PC, look into the Steam guides and forums and stuff. Because, man, they aren't great. Like, Streams of Paradise took some work around too.
Enjoy your nap.
You're wounded.
This, it's only a scratch.
Flip side,
All right.
even on low settings, this doesn't look bad.
We'll find you a healer.
Though this is also something of like,
No,
Square?
you won't.
What is your definition of low settings? If your definition of low settings was the PS4 or PS5, that doesn't look bad. This looks pretty okay. Yeah, I mainly play on low and nothing looks bad. Yeah, I'm just surprised that like I had to set it to low.
I'm gonna let you have him.
Like, I understand if you're playing off a laptop, you know what I mean? Because you don't have as much, like, raw resources into playing it at that point. But, like, oh, man. This game, and Square Enix in general, man, I do too because it just helps more because the game's optimization, yeah. Yeah, just woof.
Sid.
For all this good graphics, you couldn't have at least put a real hole in Sid.
One left. That'll do me.
Oh, we had to watch you die twice in one day, Sid. Ah, rip. Then again, if you were watching the VODs, you probably already just skipped past this to the point where it crashed. People watching it live, you're the real troopers right now. You're the real troopers of watching me bitch and complain about Square Enix ports.
Clive,
Ugh.
for so long, I thought I had all the answers. But then...
Flip side, you know what I just thought of? Why didn't we get
it wasn't a good death.
a FF7 Legacy collection?
But a better life. It's all very well, man.
Because let's be real,
Reclaiming his
they
face.
could have remastered Crisis
We
Core
can't choose.
and Dirge of Cerberus at the same time and put them on the same game and charge like 70 for it. Or charge them separately for 35 each kind of thing.
So, I made a choice.
Maybe at the end of the remakes, I guess. It's just, Square Enix makes weird business decisions, which y'all already know that's just how they are, but like,
The rest is in your hands. The crystal's blessing is a prison, Clive. And if it's an outlaw the world needs to help it break free,
that's been Square ever since Spirits Within. True. I feel like Square as a company is just one of the weirdest game companies ever. They're very weird. Where like when they're good, they're really good, but when they're bad, they piss me the fuck off so much. I'm just surprised that it's coming from like CS3 of all things, and that the port isn't as optimized. Considering of how many loops CS3 jumps through to get FF14 working on everything in their mother, you know what I mean? I am surprised that the 16 port, that the 16 port doesn't have that touch of quality on it. Like, it does need to run on everything, but like my system isn't horrible, and it's chugging. It's chugging more than it should. Also, it chugged on a load screen.
In ashen grip, let ember glow.
So,
to
like,
kindle flames
nothing's
anew.
happening at that time. It's getting things ready for things to happen. It shouldn't die on the load screen. Flip side, Joshua over here with the ultimate install. Also, y'all want to know my problem also? Which isn't really a problem with Square Enix, but just something that anytime I see Joshua in the game, I can't help but think. Anytime I see Joshua in this game, and I look at Clive, and I look back at Joshua, I'm like, ah, Clive, the Sora of this story. Ah,
Clive.
Joshua, literally just Roxas.
A moment sooner.
And I feel a little bad, but also I can't unsee it.
Remember me, boy.
Where I'm like, ah, I think it's just the cloak, and the gloves
That was very brave.
and everything. I'm like, ah, yes. Clive's
I
nobody.
know you're there,
Joshua.
Ultima.
I mean, it's weird that Josh feels like Sora and Clive is Riku. You're not wrong. I feel like Joshua is very G'raha Tia coded as well. I love that Ultima design though. Y'all can't even pay me to talk shit on Ultima's design. Ultima looks really fucking sick.
I know that it was you who tore me from my brother.
Sunken in eyes
And
the fact that they
it
make him
is
look so
his
fucking
power
alien?
that you seek.
sick.
But know this.
I'm actually kind of confused that this game needs an
If you want
SSD
it,
unless
you'll
it's a
have to go
straight
through
up
me.
port. Unless it was a straight up port. Yeah, that's
Very well.
that's what I mean. Because even the difference between a hard drive and an
Fill
SSD
these
shouldn't have
lungs
this
that
much of
I
an
may
issue.
Dispel the songs of suffering.
That's the part that for me I'm like,
A disturbance.
something's not right with the port.
We'll leave. My brother.
Fuck it. Just bring back AMVs. bring back
This is getting us nowhere.
bring back just AVs and fucking like animated videos in your games where that's just the file.
We have come to claim our vessel.
Like, come on.
And I said no.
Also, just as a Final Fantasy fan,
Flames are nothing.
I do find it funny that Phoenix is either one of the coolest summons or one of the
Yours is a
lamest
fleeting
summons.
form.
Never
I'm
not
fool
useful,
enough to think I
but it's
can
either,
harm you.
man, this thing is really cool. I'm never gonna use it unless I need a party revive.
Have to.
Or it's the, wow, this thing looks so fucking cool. I want to use it all the time. Also, here's the other part that I'm worried about. So, after FF4 After Years, the next thing on the chopping block is Crisis Core and Dirge, followed by the remake. And if this game is chugging at this, I am a little afraid of the remake.
Have you forgotten
I'm a
already
little afraid of those
who I am?
remakes. God, Square Enix really hitting me with the with the Todd Howard approach of, man, why aren't you playing on a 4080 if you own a PC? Like, chill the fuck out. Not all of us are baller like that. Crisis is fine, by the way. Part 1 remake had problems, but workarounds. That's good.
Just try and get to my brother now.
I really said, haha, got him.
Fiend.
All right. Now we're back where the stream crashed. Oh, there was a whole ass cutscene here. I see, Square Enix. You mean the million individually rendered particle effects? Even with the particle effects set to low, you're just like, you can't avoid the million particle effects for this cutscene? Jesus Christ. No wonder why it crashed. Okay, yeah, I get it. Unnecessary. If I set it to low, particle effects, it should have been low. Don't render that shit. Render fewer of them. Alright, what's going on here? Oh, it's the hideout.
Are all fucking dead!
To be fair, we did leave the pre-render cutscenes. Oh my god, the hideout! Yeah, you know what? True. It's that. No! Oh, okay, good, you're not dead. Whew. One-eyed Gav. Aw, nah, dude.
Gab, we've got to go!
Not without this!
Tarya and Gav?
Sid is not among the dead. Shall I send a Stolas?
Whew. Also, shouts to Chainmail.
The
Oh yeah, he mad. You know what? Yeah, I kind of forgot he was mad.
Fuck me! Where the hell are you, Sid?
Dead.
Where are you?
Dead. Gav, I hope you don't die. Because I really liked you, dude. I think you're really cool. Oh, shit's hitting the fan. Again. Oh. Man, maybe it's time I trade in my Square Enix. All my Square Enix praise, I'm just gonna move right over to Capcom instead. Just, oh, they're doing such good things over there. I can praise them about a lot of things. Apparently, Kunitsugami is a really good game I need to check out now. Oh, Kosnik.
The finest silks from the master weavers of Randala. Come, feel its softness. Make a nice gift for your wife.
Sausage, all from
Are we
green
time
Swiss
skipping?
birds. None of the old courses you'll find elsewhere. Here, take a bite.
Yeesh.
I've got peppers and peas, beans and beets. If it goes in a pot, I've got the lot.
He's got the lot.
Look all you like, sir. It's all fresh. Picked this very morning.
Yo, a tall war on a chocobo? Homie said, I have to wield a fucking tall war.
Might I interest you in a potion, milady? Perhaps a soothing salve to ease the aches of the road?
Ease the aches of the road.
I'm sorry. I wish you well, but may the mothers guide you.
And she said, I'm not interested. You have no money to buy from me. I'm no longer interested. I'm glad I play FF14 so I know what half these words mean. 5 years later? God, time skip.
It's good to see you, Sid. What have we learned? The bearers are locked up in an old courthouse on the edge of town. And I hardly need tell you who is there to make sure they stay that way. Kupka's private guard.
Yeah.
It's a trap. And not a very good one at that.
Another? What does he hope to gain from this?
I'll have the captives free before nightfall. You do nothing of the sort. Our comrades didn't give their lives for you to get your throat slit in a god's forsaken slum. So those in the courthouse should be left to suffer. That's not what I said. I simply meant it doesn't have to be you who frees them.
Yeah, Jill. Yeah, Jill. Yeah, Torgal. Speaking of which, where's my dog?
Damn it all. You're as stubborn as the old Sid was.
Okay, we're using Sid as a title. I see.
Just don't say I didn't warn you. You're Sid now, and if anything happens to him, we're finished.
Mm-hmm. I don't mind that, but also, ooh, also, this guy looks familiar, and I don't remember who he is. Look at the hole in the building. Wait, that means Sunbrick and
Please, we don't know anything.
they've been at war for a while now.
If we could.
Because they were going south. Oh shit.
But you're helping us already.
Also, shout out to Tall Wars, man. That's a cool ass sword.
Forgive him, my lord. He did not mean to offend.
Quiet, you!
Just a
No
big
sign of
fucking
Hugo.
curved sword.
I'll wager he thinks as highly of his minions' traps as we do.
Then this should be easy.
Don't hurt us. I beg of you.
Quiet means quiet, branded scum.
We got the wear and tear on the leather too. Oh yeah.
It's going to be all right. I'm here to even the odds. Any objections? It's him, the outlaw. Sit here.
I opened the gate. Fucking go. Oh man, and it plays a remix of the Hideout theme. Jeez, it's so good.
The bearers.
Safe.
Give me Sid abilities. The power of thunder. Clive has claimed a portion of the icon Rama's essence. Attuning with Rama not only changes the elemental aspect of Clive's magic spells, but also allows access to several new iconic abilities, such as Thunderstorm, which rains 11 bolts down on nearby enemies, knocking them back. Ability details can be found in the abilities tab in the main menu. Rama's feet. What the fuck? What the fuck? Rama's iconic feat, Blind Justice, can be used as a lock-on. Can be used to lock onto and launch a barrage of ball lightning up at 6 targets. Lightning will temporarily remain affixed to the target and can be ignited to deal additional damage by pressing B. Lightning ignition can be initiated at any time, regardless of recovery status. I see. So. Oh, it's right stick? It's not even left stick. I see. Oh, I don't know what that is. It's cool. Okay.
Bring me his head.
Scott Log, maybe hope you play Kingdom Hearts BBS. I haven't, but you know what? You know what this makes me want? There's something we need to do real quick. Hold on, what is this 120 ability? Create a ball of lightning that, upon being struck, chains lightning to other nearby. Sick. I like that. That's cool. Summon from the heavens a mighty 11 ball that deals massive damage to a target. Okay. So Rama has the do the damage button that I wanted. Okay. My thing is, what does this do if I master it? Increase the number of lock-ons. Press B to discharge all summon lightning balls, dealing extra damage. This can only be done. This can be done at any time, regardless of recovery status. If multiple targets have been affixed with lightning, discharge with a chain. Okay. All right. Pretty much that one Magic Knight ability from Dragon's Dogma. Yeah. I'm getting the vibes of like, yeah, you're completely right. Of like, this is your get everything. One, it's the parts that are getting me are that the iconic feats are on different ones that I actually need them on. Like for me, I need this counter while using Phoenix because it's my go the fuck in ability. Like, oh man, we're gonna need so many fucking iconic abilities. Also, we need to level up this. Oh, I didn't do the one thing I meant to do. Paint the targets. Stay less, homie. What I really needed. Not on here, is it? I need right stick sensitivity. I don't mind painting a target, but what I need is I need the right stick to fucking move faster. Well, it'd be what it be. This dude better get the fuck out of my way. Oh?
Enough of this! Let him play with the kitten!
The kitten?
They brought a pet.
The kitten? Couldn't be the kitten.
You'll pay for what you've done, Sid.
Those things are fast.
We'll have to be faster.
Fair.
Too slow.
Wait, but how many can I put on the kitty? It's so fucked up. Oh.
Nice try.
Bitch. Republican War Panther. Timely, huh? Not the Republican War Panther. Whoa. Shit. For people watching the VODs of this in the future, timely things. It's a timely era that we're going through. And you can put two and two together if Republican War Panther is making me die of laughter here. Oh man. I hate it when I go out to vote and I see the Republican War Panther out on the prowl. Come to tell me that I'm some minority that doesn't belong in the country I was born in.
They'll tell Hugo.
Let them.
You know what? They would tell Hugo.
More than enough bloodshed for one day.
Oh, shit. Fuck. I guess I gotta use Rama. Yeah, right. Word?
Murderer. All of our friends are dead because of you. Do you hear me? They used us as bait. Bait to lure you out of your stinking hole, all because you couldn't just let things be.
What are you even doing here? We never asked to be saved. Did
Yo,
you think
that's
we'd
real.
thank you? They'll never forgive us. We're all marked now.
Woo! The heat on this game is turning up.
Years we fought to secure a better life for our kind. To see that we are treated as equals. Do you not want that?
What we want is to be left alone. Every time you show your faces, it is we who suffer.
It's all right.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
I'm sorry.
Poor Clive. Or bearers. In general. Fuck, man.
Just leave us be. This is our home, and this is where we'll stay.
Sid told us this wouldn't be easy. They'll come round.
If you say so.
Damn, Jill saying it like how it is.
We should go.
Jill with the I fucking guess. Woo. Tension. Whoa, wait a minute. I need to check the map for one thing. Oh shit. Oh. Okay, I was like, this thing better be missing from the fucking map. Yeah, it's gone as fuck. Yo, that shit is not there. Woo. Oh, I never noticed that. Holy shit. I never noticed that you can see the blight on the map. Oh. Oh. I never noticed you could tilt the map like that either. I mean, they told me I could, but I never looked into this fucking hole right here. Talk about the death pit. Jeez. I didn't look, but I think the corruption is spreading too, since the game has huge time gaps. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, you could already see that this over here, where it was tethered off for the border, it wasn't this far down before. So, like, oh, wow. Woo! This game is going. Here's where Clive is. I love how you look at the world map and then you can look at the world map and then just the little arrow is like, Clive. It's Clive. He's here. Yeah, I don't remember the gaping hole. Yeah, this big ass hole. I remember this hole being here, and I'm like, man, that's a big ass hole. I didn't know you could look down the big ass hole to be like, yo, that's a big ass hole. What is this murder pit right there? That shit's cursed. Who wants to establish a nation by the murder pit over there? All right, let's go back to the hideout, or what's left of the hideaway. Who fucking knows now? Shit. Oh. Benimere. Benumere?
That night 5 years ago, we destroyed what for many was a symbol of hope. For a reason they'll never know. We cannot blame them for thinking us the cause of their misery.
Yeah. It's societal, man.
Though it's to give them a better tomorrow. They see only that we've made their lives harder today.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yet the boil must be lanced if it is to heal.
Speak. Preach.
I can't help but wonder if we've made the right choice.
When Sid said that he wanted to create a world where we were free. Free to choose our own path. I honestly don't think it mattered to him if that choice was right or wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's not about right or wrong. It's doing what you gotta do.
I miss him.
I also miss him. He was hot.
A world where we can live and die as equals. That's what he wanted. What we want. And that's why I bear his name. It's why we've all chosen to bear his legacy. And I'm not going to let anything stand in our way.
Oh, poor Claw.
Rides over, lovebirds, home sweet home.
You know what? Yeah. Oh, the hideaway. Oh. Aesthetically more pleasing. Okay. It's also a ship. Yeah, exactly. The moment you turned the hideout into like, let's just get the airship and let's just retrofit it into being way fucking cooler. Yeah, I'm about this. This is really cool. Home sweet home, yet again. Here we go.
Otto was asking after you. Let's go and see him.
Never a dull moment.
Oh, want to open the world map? I want to see all this shit.
Last I saw, he was in the mess, as always.
The mess. My thing is, Goots?
Welcome back, Sid.
Nan? Goots, Nan? Tarya? The Gav? We haven't even. I feel like we haven't even played this game that long. We have a training area now too. Hell yeah, you need to.
Otto will want to know what happened in Costness. I expect he'll be in the mess.
Also, no one better take away this lovely rag or sheet right here. This belongs to Torgal now. It better not move. Like that is no longer a resource. That belongs to the dog now. It's a pretty good hideout. Not wrong. It's a pretty good hideout. The thing that's confusing to me...
Staying on this time?
Peter, plank polisher. Lillian, sympathetic soul. Alright, here's my question. Oh, shit, this area is way bigger. There's a bunch of... Okay, am I crazy? There's a bunch of water here. What do you mean it's located in the same spot? What happened here? They gotta train them against the Republican war enemies. Yeah, right? You can't be resting on your laurels. I mean, my assumption is that Titan beat the shit out of this location and just left it a crater, and in over 5 years it just filled with water is my assumption. But also, damn, we're gonna have to listen to some fucking lore.
Clive, is everything all right?
Hortense, keeper of stores. I love when they implement stuff like you're walking around and random NPCs just wave to you and stuff like that. I forgot what game I was playing. It might have been like Dragon Age Inquisition or something like that, where you have the option to like wave back at them.
All operations are suspended until further notice.
Doris.
Yes, Captain. I'll let the others know.
Cool female power and lead. Hell yeah.
Have you finished sorting those reports yet?
Finished?
Oh.
I ain't started. Been busy enough with my own
The
work.
goat's alive.
You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
Good old goat.
Otto's gonna skin me alive.
And Otto's alive. Oh. Don't you dare. I see a board and I see a Moogle. Don't you dare introduce Hunts to me right now at this point. What up, Otto?
Ah, there you are, Clive.
Good to know some of our
Word of
NPCs
your
lived.
Adventures arrived this morning. Victor sent his thanks.
This game is good.
I doubt Kupka will miss the fools he sent to catch me. And not a single one of the bearers we saved showed any interest in coming with us. No one seems keen to join hands with an outlaw.
Fair.
Any news while we were away?
None worth mentioning. Gav's still off keeping an eye on the Republican army. Should be back any day now.
You know what, Gav? You should keep an eye on the Republican
If
army.
anyone needs me, I'll be in the map room.
Oh?
Still can't work that one out. There must be better places than the hull of a gutted airship to bury your nose in a book.
Yeah,
Is that our
this is
new
where
lore
she's chosen
person?
to be. And I'm sure she has her reasons.
Is that our new lore person? Who are you? Wait, hold on. I gotta. Your ending with this new board is behind me. All in good time, my furthest friend. All in good time. You motherfucker. You're about to make me do hunts, and I'm about it. But I'm gonna bitch about it. But I'm about it.
I'd trust I'm not intruding.
Back from your mission? I'm beginning to
Damn,
think your
bougie.
habit of surviving cannot be attributed to luck alone.
Also, I see this
might say the
outfit
same
being
for you.
recycled from FF16, from
like
FF14.
I'll have you know that only 4 attempts have been made on my life, and none was especially memorable. So, to what do I owe the honor? Could it be that you've come for one of my lessons?
Is that so hard to believe?
Very well then. Shall we start with the state of the realm?
State of the
To
realm.
absolutely no one's surprise, she finds herself at the mercy of armies and outlaws. Well, mostly armies. Though that's not for want of trying, is it, Clive? But the real question is, how did we get here?
How did we get here? Exposition time. For a second, I thought that was Eorzean font.
The northeastern storm has endured. Recent days have seen the blight wrest ever more land from her grasp.
There we go.
For which reason, she has continued to wage war on her rival across the strait, hoping to claim less blackened pastures. But Odin would sooner pawn his sword than Waloed relinquish Ash. And the Empire pays dearly for every blade of grass bent beneath Sambrequois boots. Little wonder then that Sylvester set his sights on the crystalline dominion, an altogether easier target, possessed of no less ether. It was 5 years ago, while you were busying yourself with the destruction of Drake's head, that the Empire made its move, subjugating its theretofore neutral neighbor.
Woo!
A nation which could legitimately claim to be the center of the world,
Rip.
Certainly, there is no better place to stage an army. From there, the Holy Empire's reach spans the Twins. The non-aggression treaty was the only thing keeping them in check. But if they truly broke the pact without provocation, it is only a matter of time before others reply in kind. The Holy Empire, the Dalmekian Republic, the Kingdom of Waloed, and of course, our friends in Yaran. Who will be left standing, I wonder?
I forgot about the Iron Empire over there. I completely forgot.
You were born in Twinside. Do you not fear for your home?
Oh, dark clouds are wont to gather over the Dominion. Yet in spite of it all, she has ever endured. And when the storm has passed, I am confident she will remain.
Okay.
Now, as to the matter of payment for today's lesson, complete a simple errand for me and we shall consider ourselves even.
Even? Right.
Return this volume to old tomes in the shelves. Tell him it was, adequate.
I suppose it wouldn't hurt to visit our resident historian.
Neat.
And how may I assist you today?
This is one of the best NPCs of just like, what's going on? What's happening right now?
My beloved homeland.
Crossroads of Valistnia, where one only has to stroll the streets to hear news from every far-flung corner of the realm. Its mother crystal yields more shards than any other, and its lands even now untouched by the blight. It's a blessed country indeed. Why do you have a murder pit leading to the center of the earth there, though?
Or at least, it was.
Until Sandbreck elected to invade and establish a new holy capital upon Twinside's heretofore neutral shores. It pains me to see the land I loved so changed, and even more to know that I did not predict it. I knew that the Emperor Sylvester had designs on the Dominion, but to abandon Oriflamme, the seat of the Holy Empire since its inception, is too audacious a move even for him. Yeah, dude lost his home base and moved. You think of the voice lines during this as practice for when you need to read them in your own voice. Makes more sense, yeah?
I admit.
I'm just not gonna do the accent because I'm like, nah, there's too much information to process. I'm just gonna go through it. When I took up the professor's bonnet and began teaching at the University of Canver, I did not think for a moment that I would one day count Sid the outlaw among my pupils. But nor did I imagine that my fellow educators would have designs on my life. Ooh. We both know how that ends. Also, who uses the word designs for plots? That's, Also, yeah, I also appreciate how purple she is. Second. Actually, you know what I want y'all to do? I want you all to Google and look up a picture of, I think it's Chai Nuz from FF14. Let me, FF14, gotta look up on my phone real quick. Yeah, Chai Nuz Mula from FF14. I want you to look up this character. For people that don't play FF14, look up this character. For people that do play FF14, I want you all to look at her, look at Chai Nuz, look back at her, and then put cat ears on her and tiny glasses. That is immediately. That's why I was like, I saw her outfit, and I'm like, yeah, that's who this character is. It's Chai Nuz. That's who she is. Except for rather than being more like laid back because they're married and you know have been beaten down and defeated over the years, it's the Chai Nuz, but what if they were younger and not married yet? And the world hadn't beaten them down as much. And you know what? Yeah, that's what this character is. Has it been a year already? Yes, been 5. Such is the peril of an overly inquisitive mind, I suppose. One is wont to uncover that which others would go to great lengths to ensure remain hidden. Were it not for you and our mutual friend having to come to to the rescue, my curiosity would likely have proved fatal. But instead, I was not only saved, but granted a new lease on life, as a personal tutor to a band of outlaws, no less.
A far more reputable fellowship.
Than anything in the academic world, I assure you. Ask about Vivian.
One would think.
My role was abundantly clear by now. I offer you and yours the guiding light of knowledge, that of matters military and political, both past and present, that it might illuminate your way ahead. For it is only by understanding what has come before that one might steer one's way toward a brighter future. Your role, meanwhile, is to ensure that I remain furnished with as much information on the state of the realm as your people can muster, in order that I might continue to appraise the dispositions of the great nations and those who rule them. And of course, to pay attention during my lectures. It would not do to appoint the storied Ninetales as your tutor, only to disregard her expert advice.
How may I help you
Now,
today?
what a good mechanic and implementation to the game. I like that. That's cool. The State of the Realm. By speaking with Vivian in the Hideaway's map room, Clive can view the state of the realm and learn more about the current ongoings in Valisthea, revisit any of the Ninetales' past lessons, or take a deep look at the relationships of those individuals in Clive's orbit.
Here's the latest
A
information.
grand cast. Here you can view a detailed visualization of character relationships in FF16 that update as you progress through the main scenario. Use the left bumper and right bumper to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Inner Voice. An all-new feature is now accessible by pressing the blit button while viewing the grand cast in Vivian's room. Inner Voice allows you a window into Clive's heart and the hearts of those he has encountered on his journey. After opening the feature, select a character with the mlat button to hear their innermost thoughts on your other members' cast. My one and only brother. You know what? I like features like this in games. Okay, here's the thing. Normally, when you see a chart like this, it's like somebody in the fandom has to make this. The fact that there's an official one and you can click on any character and see their relationships with each other and know how they feel about each other. What a good feature for any piece of media. There are some works that I read and stuff that I would love to have had something like this for. Like Berserk. I wish Berserk had more shit like this. All the lines. Look at all this shit. Ooh. He was dominant. Fine hound. She likes the King of Waloed. It's also funny seeing this and then just being like, damn, a bunch of people died. Damn, he died. Jeez. Mysterious being. Ultima. Deceased. Oh. He's alive. He's dead. We will need a bomb-ass Berserk game for that. Yeah, I mean, I would just take a poster, to be real. If they sold me a poster, I would fucking buy that shit. Just let me have things like this for my, for my media. Okay, you want to know who stays on top of this shit other than fan bases? Because I read a lot of like romantic comedies and stuff like that. Romantic comedy manga, holy shit, they stay on top of this shit. They are on it. You get one of these every like 50 chapters to 100 chapters. Damn, it's tight. it's tight and well appreciated. All right, that's cool. Situation map. What's the situation? Here you can view a detailed overview of current and past events relevant to Clive's story that updates as you progress through the main scenario. Use left bumper and right bumper to cycle through pivotal milestones in Clive's adventure. Oh, and it's a war map? I love it. The Iron Kingdom invading over here. As Roslith was moving towards the Phoenix Gate. And you can click them and you get the relevant title to the time of what was happening. Oh my goodness. Oh. 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 On one hand, I'm so grateful for this being an FF16. More praise for this game. Flip side, it made me realize something that I wish I wouldn't have thought of. Why is this not in 14? CS3? Why is this not in 14? And why is there not multiples sorted by expansion? So if you didn't want to replay or watch a playthrough of that expansion, and you didn't want to read through a million codexes that I'm glad is also in the game, thank you for adding the codex to CS3. But why isn't this a feature per expansion that lets you go through, like for example, with like Endwalker? Why isn't there just breakdowns happening from like, here's what happens between levels 81 to 83, 83 to 85, 85 to 7, and then 87, 89 into conclusion. Like, it doesn't even have to be this fancy, but even if they could have like an NPC who just gave you a little something, granted, it would take money to make something like that, but fuck, that's a game that needs something like this. Oh, man. I wish people would talk more about this because I didn't even know. Yeah, I knew that there were a lot of things like this. But I didn't know to what extent, and now seeing it, oh shit. These are good resources. I guess insane lore nerds would die for have this in their game. Yeah. Like, there's nothing wrong with codexes. I like having codexes for when, if you just need it, you can bring it up. The ATL was already a good thing to have. It's just that I think it ruins the pacing of a cutscene to bring up the ATL in the middle of a cutscene, which is why I read them at the beginning of stream. But like Dragon Age could use this. Like BioWare games need something like this that's a visual, like, here's where pieces are moving. That's just so much more useful, you know what I mean? The fact that this game already has not only a codex, but an evolving codex that lets you read what the codex was like at certain points of the game an active map and then a living situation map as well as a living character tree map is so fucking good. If Bioware games were still made, yeah. I mean, a new Dragon Age is coming out. Who knows how that one will be? Who knows? I hope it's good. I won't be playing it. I'll play it whenever I stream all the Dragon Age games on stream, and then we'll get to that one eventually. I'm in no rush to touch that game. People wonder why I bitched about BG3 not having a lore book, codex, anything for its lore. Is there not a codex in BG3? I could have swore there was a codex in BG3. But then again, I still have to complete my playthrough of BG3, as well as like I play BG3 with outside knowledge from like playing 5e. So like, okay, yeah. But like, I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Because I was really upset when there was nothing to tell you about BG1 and BG2 stuff. Yeah, they don't have anything that does compile what happened in BG1 and 2. That's fair. I agree with that. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? That's really handy that this stuff exists. Also, I love how it's young Clive sprite and then you fast forward and it's an older Clive sprite. Okay, my big thing is, does it show you the change to... It does. It shows you the change in how much the blight has spread over the years. Oh. Yeah, because you can see it's like nowhere near as inland and at the start of the game. And then you could see it encroaching a little bit. And now it's even further in there. Oh. This is good. This is such a good feature. I'm not sure how much we'll use it in this playthrough. Maybe like once a week or something. But like, damn, what a good feature. Damn, what a good feature. What is past lessons?
Perhaps a little revision might not go amiss.
Oh, this was the cutscene we just watched. Oh, so you can even click past lessons and she'll tell you on the cutscenes that she gave you. That's so good.
Today's lesson.
You know what? Vivian Nuz over here, A+. Actually, S+ NPC. What a cool feature and character. I shall forever refer to her as Vivian Nuz, though. Also, Chef, the last name is Ninetails? Yeah, exactly. That right there is just Vivian Nuz. You can't convince me.
Is performing a delicate operation and must not be disturbed.
Tarya made it out. Let's go. Also, they want me to speak with Harpocrates. Compendium of Rosarian Verse. The hills run red with the brave men's blood, and the talons flow and flood, then out to sea. But those same souls whose souls are touched by flames and phoenix claws are clutched, and never shall die. So dry thine eyes, thy groom is gone, but thy babe is light lives on, and so shall he.
I had some help, but it was mostly luck. The others weren't so lucky.
No one works longer or harder than our Otto. You can scour the whole of Storm and Ash, and you won't find a better man.
Yeah? Good to know. Man. I'll put it this way. For as much technical troubles as I'm running into with this port,
Good day to you, Sid.
it speaks a lot that I still want to play it. Like, fuck! This game is so good! This game is so sick! It has all the things I love. All the little bits are just good. It's a good game. It's just that this might not be a good port. Right now, as of launch 2024. It's not to say that it can't get there, but like, fuck. Book of Sums. Old Farmer Otto keeps both the chocobo and antelopes. Oh, I'm sorry, Otto. I gotta kill those antelopes. After 5 of his stock fell ill, he put them in his barn to rest. However, Otto woke the next morn to discover that a leg eater had found its way into the barn and devoured 3 of the limbs on one of his antelopes. To make certain all remaining legs were accounted for, he did a tally and was satisfied when he counted 13. How many chocobos were in the barn? I got mad that the moment I read Book of Sums, it didn't click that I was reading a math problem. This is silly. This is such a silly... You know what I realized? Fuck! You know who's to blame for this? This is Koji Fox's, isn't it? This right here, this smells of a Koji Fox. This stuff, you know what, like, fuck, man. This is such a useless, like, world building thing of like, yeah, no, they made their own school books. So that way they can educate the people that are there. It's good lore, like, enriching of the lore in the area. But also, this is the most fuck-ass book I've ever seen in a Final Fantasy game, and it reeks of Koji. You good lore person, you man who's good with language and building with the world.
Well, then hurry up and finish them.
We have children here now.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us, but be warned. I tolerate absolutely no tomfoolery.
What do you mean? I also tolerate no tomfoolery.
Ah, Sid. We were just about to start our next lesson. You're welcome to join us.
Alright, I'm skipping class now. Oh, man. Remember, though, not an FF game. Oh. People are whack. People are whack. And they, how should I say this? People live in their nostalgia a little too hard sometimes. And just because something was a thing at one point doesn't mean that that thing didn't change over time. That, as somebody that has played,
Nearly half the crates were lost to bandits.
don't actually understand that math problem.
And their contents will see us.
Are we about to do math on stream? Hold on, I didn't try to solve it. The math problems that are worded that way. Alright. I have paper and a pen here. So, Otto has both chocobos and antelopes. After 5 of his stock fell ill, he put them in his barn. So, there's a mix of 5 chocobos or antelopes in the barn. Otto woke the next morning to discover that a leg eater had found its way into the barn and devoured 3 of the limbs on one of the antelopes. So, there's a one-legged antelope, and we know that one of them is an antelope. To make certain all remaining legs were accounted for, he did a tally and was satisfied by the count of 13. How many chocobos were in the barn? So, you know it's a mix of antelopes and chocobos. We can take away 1. We can take away one of the antelopes because that would be the one missing number from the 13. It's the tally part that's important. Yeah, it's the tally part that's important. So, if we know there are only 4 creatures left, the 5th one being the antelope with the fucking 1. Yeah, 13 is also not the right number, 12 is. Yeah. Yeah, they say 13 because one of the antelopes only has 1 leg, which means out of the 4 remaining, there should be 12 legs total. Meaning, how many are left? Well, if you put 2 antelopes in there, that gives us 8 total legs. And then 2 chocobos, which gives us 4. It means 8 plus 4 is 12, plus the one that we already accounted for is 13. There are 3 antelopes and 2 chocobos in there. So the correct answer to this question would be 2. And it can't be any other combination, because if you add 3 chocobos, you don't get enough, you don't have enough limbs. This is actually a good, like, basic word problem. It's just that you have to... I get when people aren't good at, like, word problems. It's just usually, like, breaking down information to pieces and then just organizing, like, hey, some of this information is pertinent and some of this is not. God, I hate these fucking riddle-ass math problems. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But okay.
Will have to be replaced.
It says a lot to world building if your writers can write a fuck-ass word math problem for a game to tell you to inform you more about the setting. That you're educating Branded now. The new hideout is educating more Branded now that they're trying to get more resources and are trying to enrich their lives. As well as showing that, like, we have children here now who also need to be educated because that is their future. Like, no, this is such a rich world. Fuck, they did it again. All the shit I love about 14, they did it again in a single player game. This is such a rich world that you could just, like, just eat it all up. It's so good. I know it's reading comprehension, but I'm, like, so bad at stuff like that. I overthink the problems. That is, I think, a majority of people's problems when it comes to it. I am also guilty of that. The only reason I got it now is because I had a piece of paper in front of me, and 2, it's an easy word problem. They could have made me do algebra with that problem, and I would have just started slowly tanking. I mean, I was also in a special classroom, and that says a lot too. I mean, I was too. I don't blame you. I was for multiple reasons throughout multiple periods in my life. So, like, nah, I get you. I get it.
Look, Sid. Squeaks wants to meet you.
Squeaks!
I can keep him, can't I? Can't I?
You're responsible for this rat. Amateur Twitcher. Welcome to his stream, everybody. It is now the Jackin stream. With squeakers over there. Okay. The Forge!
Back, are ya?
Ask about the hideaway.
Things here ain't too bad.
Suppose I've got a decent hammer, a decent anvil, and apprentice. Oh, and apprentice that knows his hammer from his cock. You know what? I hope he knows his hammer from his cock. Oh, and the furnace is all right and all, thanks to old Sud's bellows. The gods only know how I'd keep the coals hot enough out there on the mare without them. Not with bloody crystals, that's for sure. No. I reckon you won't find a forge like this anywhere else on the Twins. I count myself lucky to work it. Thanks for keeping me on. You need anything, just you give us a shout. Oh, you got a forge. But then he solved the Book of Sums. You know what? he didn't solve his he didn't solve the Book of Sums on his stream. I'm not gonna lie, there are some Let's Players that I follow that I want to watch their playthrough when I'm done with this to see if they did the Book of Sums. I'm looking at you, Wooly. And Pat. Both of them. I want to know if they did the Book of Sums. If they didn't, chalk one up for Ark. We did it. I helped you all figure out basic math. Doing my duty to help the viewers learn life skills like basic math. Oh man. All streamers should take that math problem. I would, because I think it would be entertaining to watch other streamers figure things out. It's the thing I love about, like, if people ever jump into a streamer's channel and then watch them figure out puzzles, it is, on one hand, can be one of the most painful and hilarious experiences, but on the flip side, it can also be taken as a, how was this puzzle explained to the person trying to figure it out, and how did they come about their answer, kind of thing. Speaking of which, I'm gonna make this into a tiny segue. Look forward to whenever I have to play Outer Wilds, because I've only played about like 15% of that game. And guys, I'm not an astrophysicist. I am not an astrophysicist. So that game is gonna be fun to play. Ask about the past 5 years.
Gone already.
Did.
I haven't.
It was a right pain in the arse getting this place into shape, especially with the mess we were in. Not that it was anything new for those of us who put the old hideaway together. Still, that don't mean I intend on doing it again. True.
What's that for you, dear?
11 bolt. Hold on. Are you telling me we took a shard? We took a shard from Garuda, from Benedicta. We turned it into the Stormcry. We get powered up by realizing we're the dominant of fire, and get our fire shard, and then turn that sword, the Stormcry, into the Flame Tongue. And now we got a little piece of Sid, and we turned that Flame Tongue into another sword with the same parts.
Not bad, if I do say so myself.
Guys, if y'all want to know one thing about me, I am a sucker. A fucking sucker for legacy weapons that grow with you as you progress in something. So when I see stuff like that, oh, that's that shit I like. That's that shit I like. So good.
And
see how the sword looks. Is it purple? It better be purple. Oh, I can't zoom in. You know what? That's a good looking sword.
If you told me you could fire a forge without a crystal or a bearer before I came here, I'd have taken you for a madman.
Aww.
But no, here it is. The secret's in the bellows, you know. They're Master Sid's own design. The other Master Sid.
How many swords would Ark need to get Ultima weapon? We'll find out. Off limits, that means you. Me! Clive Rossfield.
Once the hall's swept, it's over to the Tavern Crown for me.
Still smitten with the serving girl, are you? She's a fair one, all right.
Oh? Ah, our redstone. Oh, so stupid. Ah, look at all these sword forms. Ah, look at all these sword designs I love. I'm not gonna lie. Each one of these elemental swords has looked fucking sick. I love them. Also, I looked it up on the Steam page. It's the Cortana from 14. It is specifically the Warrior of Light Cortana from 14, which I thought it was, but it says so in the Steam page. I need to draw some of these someday. I used to do this shit a lot in like middle school towards like the start of high school. I used to draw so many fucking swords that were so nonsensical. Shadow says Gaia Blade. Coral Sword. Ugh, love it. Well, which version of Cortana? The 14! Warrior of Light, Warrior of Light. The boss fight version.
Clive, you're back.
Goots.
You didn't happen to run out of potions while you're away, did you? We've a fine selection of tonics and tinctures.
Oh.
Perhaps you'd be interested in some new accoutrement. Gear.
Goots. If anything happens to you, Goots, I am burning this game. We're getting rid of this game. Oh. What's up, Karen?
And what can I do for you?
Ask about the hideaway.
You won't hear me complaining.
It's even roomier than the old one was. I got my own stores, my own little counter. And thanks to you lot fighting the good fight, plenty of demand for me wares.
The only drawback?
The only drawback's the constant bloody racket. If it's not Doris and Otto barking their orders, there's a Blackthorn and Bardolph, those are names, banging away day and night. His name is Blackthorn? I never caught that was his name, or the blacksmith. I do find it funny that this hideout is better. It is, yeah, we ended up with a better hideout. Still, if a pain in the ear holes the price I have to pay to be Sid the Outlaw's partner in crime, I'd say I've got myself a bargain. Ask about the past 5 years. Has it been 5 years since we left the old place? How time flies.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
We were all waiting to treat Sid to a hero's welcome, and then when Kupta's lot turned up, we knew it was them. They just poured in like the plague of rats and cutting down anyone and anything that stood in their way. Blood and bodies everywhere there was, and a voice crying out for Sid to save us in the midst of it all. I'll never forget those cries, try as I might.
You're our leader now, Clive.
Oh, promise me you won't let anything like that happen again. Promise me that, come what may, Sid will save us. Oh.
Going purse weighing you down?
A little bit. Oh! Channeler's Whispers. Maintaining in... hold on. Automatically charges magical spells. Maintains the charge until they're cast. Accessory will not trigger unless the ability to charge magic is learned. Limit gauge regeneration. Limit gauge charge on both. Oh, fuck. This is auto charge. That's good. This means I don't have to hold down a button. Oh, man. Increases EXP earned by 15%. Increases gil earned by 35%. Increase the ability...
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
That's the one. That was the one I was looking for. Give me the gil one too. Fuck it.
I'll be here.
Oh, the good shit. You weren't wrong. It's the good shit. Elixirs, excuse me. Hello. and instantly restore all HP. We got better shit too.
Finished, are you?
Okay, I was thinking about it when we were reading her dialogue. But you know what this is? How many people out there have played Dragon Age Inquisition? It's better than the Kate Sith one that you start with. Yeah, for people that have played Dragon Age Inquisition, this is the equivalent of you get through their long ass tutorial and you recruit all your party members and stuff like that. And the moment you hit the end of that first like act and you get the real hideout, like the real base that you need to use, that's what this is. This is that moment of like, oh, that base you were using before at the beginning of the game, that was a really big, cool base. That's not the real base. This moment, after your big climatic moment for the first act, this is your real base. Now is the time we're going to expand everything and give you the real shit. And I'm like, ah, that's what this moment is. 20 hours in. Jeez. I've tried, let's see. I should note this is where I tell people the game actually starts. This feels like this is where the game actually starts. I've tried a few times and I have a friend that really fucking likes it. It's going to be streamed someday. Yeah. I'm one of the weirdos where I absolutely adore Dragon Age Origins. The very first Dragon Age game is, I think, the best Dragon Age game. It is by far the one that, like, I think about with its world building and with the characters. I love that game. That game is a genuine, like, probably one of my favorite RPGs is Dragon Age Origins. I will also admit that it plays like shit. It plays like worse KOTOR. But then again, this is one of those things where I like the atmosphere and the setting and the wonder of Mass Effect 1. But I like the gameplay of Mass Effect 2 the most. Like one of those type things. I mean, I finished DA Origins over DA2. I started DA2. DA2 is the one I never finished. I got like 70% of the way through that game. And then one day I was just like, I don't want to play this anymore. I just stopped. Not that I didn't look up the ending or anything, because I mean, like, eventually, just fuck it. But like, yeah, no, I get it. I get it. Also reminds me of Chapter 3 of Xenoblade 2. I have never played a Xenoblade game. I have played the first 2 hours of Xenogears. I have played Xenosaga Chapter 1 for the first 5 hours, 5 to 10 hours ish. And then I have touched Xenoblade Chronicles 1 for approximately an hour and a half. So that's also on the stream list of like all the Xeno shits. It'll be done eventually. Well, we'll get there. All right, we need to... I don't know what we should equip as a third one. Because we don't really have one that I really would like. Anything that reduces cooldown is immediately up there, though. Hold on. Wait a minute. Do both guild charms stack? Do these stack? If they stack, this is the loadout. I assume so. I'm gonna assume so. But like, if they do, that's the way it's gonna be. All right, a bigger question. I'm not using counters as much as I would like. So I should probably level up these. This one for sure. No, you know what it is? That needs to be upgraded. Any of the traits need to be upgraded first. Other than that. Okay, what does pile drive do? Okay, pile drive is an AoE. Alright, cool. Thunderstorm. Rains multiple strikes down on an enemy. What does upgraded pile drive do? Increases hits and ability radius. Okay, alright. Okay, alright. Lightning Rod is just cool, though. Interesting. Okay. Nothing says they don't. If you try to use the two accessories of the same type, the ability-based ones, it says you can't. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Good to know. Alright. Maeve?
Welcome back, Sid.
We can drink? Wait. We can drink? We can turn up? I'm sorry. My gill is way more used for other things at the moment, but y'all remind me I'm gonna have to do this at some point.
How am I getting on? Ah, about as well as you'd expect of a barmaid pouring sour ale for penniless outlaws in the middle of the Deadlands.
Cool.
And it'd be worse than that if Molly here didn't make the best stew this side of Stonehair.
Why is her
If it
entire
is mostly
thing
just yesterday's
voiced?
leavings. Don't tell her you heard that from me, though.
Wow. I was expecting to read, and then you kept going. Why is yours fucking voiced? Like you can't stack double cooldowns for the same ability. Yeah. Alright. That makes
Don't
sense
be a
then.
stranger, Sid.
Have we any more knuckle pies?
Knuckle pies.
Sadly not. Molly used the last of the chocobo in the stew.
Chocobo. Chocobo. Oh, I have to read this. To marinate yard chocobo. Prepare hen by draining blood and removing both head and feet. Awful, particularly the heart and liver, should be set aside for later use. Don't throw away those. You can eat those. Chows the chicken hearts. Delicious. Fry up some chicken. I'm telling y'all. Y'all want a good, hearty, like, cheap meal? Go buy some fucking chicken hearts and fry them shits up. Clean them all. Fry them up. Shit is delicious. I love chicken hearts, dude. A chocobo heart? I'd eat that. I'd eat it. There's no way in hell this hideout knows soul food. Hey, wait. They said they couldn't add people of color as bearers. That doesn't mean we couldn't have people of color food. Give me some chow mein in here. Fuck, dude. Chocobo and waffles. Huh? Chocobo chow mein. Huh? Huh? Choco on main? Dude, I'd fuck up a chocobo. I said it earlier in earlier episodes. Dude, I would fuck up a chocobo. I'm getting hungry thinking about that. I'd fuck up a chocobo. I think it would be so goddamn delicious. A Choco Dunkin'. a Choco Turdunkin'? It's a chocobo. Stuffed with a turkey. Stuffed with a duck. Stuffed with a chicken. Stuffed with a quail. It should be so good. Oh, man. Chocos are horses that would taste like chicken. and you can just carry around that dumbass cartoon leg. You really can. That's the Monster Hunter hammer. That's just a big old fucking like bird leg. That's what that shit is. Oh man. But nah. Oh, damn this thing. Okay, let's get to the end of this. We need to read the rest of this. Let me read this this fucking recipe. Stir into a deep bowl watered wine, preferably of the red variety, honey, salt, pepper, nutmeg, okay, and any other seasonal savory herbs that if you desire. Okay, so rosemary, I'd probably add a little bit of thyme, a bay leaf in there. Add to the bowl the dressed bird and lay down and lay in a dark room for a single turn of the night. So let it sit, marinate. You're marinating your bird. Okay, all right, hideout. Break the breastbone and ready your force meat thusly. Chop together the heart and liver of the chocobo and mix it with the crumb of the stale barm and pepio or cupo nuts soaked in boiled cream, beaten mace, and as much time as will lie on the gill penny and fill the bird. Bro said. They made their own stuffing. This is a FF16 turkey / like stuffing. Turkey and stuffing. It's the turkey and the fixins. It's all of it. I mean, if they made a cookbook, yeah, right? Lard the breast with boar bacon and spit the bird, tying it on both ends that the force meat not spill into the coals. Roast until skin is golden brown, taking care to baste regularly with drippings. Kenneth. Kenneth. Damn, Kenneth, he knows how to make a fucking bird. That shit made me hungry. God damn. Game good. Game good. Shit. Game good. This time on Tasting History. Yeah, right? The name of the song... Come on. But fuck that shit, Leviathan. I wouldn't. This song is too charming.
Well, I should be getting back to it. Unless you rather...
Oh? Is I interrupting something over here? Unless you'd rather... Our bard!
As hither yon dance autumn winds atop the rotten pier.
You're doing the thing.
Of Sid's return the faithful sing across the blighted mere.
Yep. Alright. Lucan Larkstongue is a bard-ass bard name. Holy shit. Also, yeah, you're not wrong. Kenneth, a real one for giving everyone the recipe. You all need to... You know what? Kenneth, top... He makes the top 10 NPC list for the hideout. Haven't even talked to Kenneth. Kenneth on the premise of giving us the fucking recipe? God damn. Did Jill move? We went upstairs and Jill moved up here? You left Torgal down there? Where's my dog at? Jill, what the fuck?
Everyone seems so happy to see us. It's good to be home.
It is good to be home. You know what else is home? Where's my dog at? Jill, where is my dog? Where is my dog right now? If I go down this elevator and I see Torgal, Jill, we need to have some words. You know Torgal can't pull the elevator by himself. Is Kenneth invited to the cookout? Bro, Kenneth is cooking at the cookout. Alright, Torgal's not here. Alright, Jill, you're forgiven. Like Kenneth wouldn't have his own dish at the cookout. Oh, is Kenneth invited? Ah, Kenneth is in there. Kenneth is 100% invited to the cookout. He's invited to the cookout, and I'll give him the invite to the luau. Like, I'll give him both.
I am a tinker by trade, but I've always been fascinated with the art of healing.
If only there were a salve to mend a broken engine.
Oh, ho, ho. Helena, we call those potions. They do. They work on machines. I hate to tell you. I've made the mistake multiple times. Ooh! Ooh, what a baller area. Excuse me? Mithril. A mineral most mighty. Introduction. Mithril is a material of both passing hardness and luster, and it is these two qualities for which it is valued by the weapon and armorsmiths of the realm. However, there is a third quality of mithril that sets it apart from steel or shell. Its durance. While even the finest steel may be melted by dragon's fire, become brittle in frigid climes, or turn to rust if not regularly and rightly oiled, mithril is once made eternally unchanging. In this volume, I will explain how one might go about making, shaping, and employing mithril in one's works. Ah, research papers.
Old Tome said the hideaway is built inside an airship. Said it was called the Invincible.
The Invincible? What a callback. What a good reference. Sins of the Zemix? An Illustrated History of the Twins, Volume 4. Tales of the Founder. Mort d'Oliver. Okay. I'm glad that our old man also lived. God damn, so much things to read. Simeon's Treasury of Knowledge, Volume Ye 11th. Ye Treasury of Beasts. Ye seas which grid about ye land of Villisty, on all sides doth churn most frothily with diverse and deadly creatures. Among these are beasts more prodigious in size than entire islands, yet customarily a placid yet as ye vary doldrums. Whoa, that's a word. Yet lo, when they do awaken, towering waves are driven forth, like in proportioned to great mountains. Ye peoples of ye outer seas, in which these creatures well doth live, in great terror of the writhing isles, as certain chroniclers may record of their being known. That is a long way to say that there's something living out in the middle of the ocean, and you should be afraid of it. But also, wow, the wonders. All right, Harpocrates, what up?
Lawsman Harpocrates.
Now that is a name I have not heard for a long time.
Oh,
so
thank
long,
you, old
in
man.
fact, I had half forgotten it was mine. Welcome home, Clive. You were missed, as always.
I believe this belongs to you. Vivian asked me to return it.
On gods and men. Oh.
Ready? Our resident scholar devours books faster than young Tet does lemon tarts. Would that I could do the same. But alas, I no longer possess the necessary constitution for such indulgence, either in words or tarts. That said,
I love this
I have
dude.
continued my search for mention of the creature you encountered at Drake's Head.
Oh.
Without access to the great libraries of Oriflamme or the Dominion, I regret that I have been able to find little and less. I am sorry.
Please, don't apologize. I'll send word to our associates. See if they can't furnish you with more books.
I fear it is not more books that I require, but the right ones. Mayhap we look in the wrong places. There are still libraries to the north.
I'll see what I can do.
You know what? If they left it empty, take
There
it.
are not many in this world who would indulge the whims of a tired old historian.
Not too tired to go filching Kupo nuts, though. Always got a pocket for him. Nicks him off the Moogle.
Bro, you're still in there for the Moogles?
We all know there's no such thing as Moogles.
The twins seem well.
Aye. Yet they laugh far too little for one so young. The loss of their parents weighs heavy on them, however well they hide it. Titan took much from us that night, from some more than others, and the wounds that remain, they are not quick to heal.
Which is why we must give them all the time they need.
That we must. Just as I must give you the time you need to recuperate. Good day, Clive.
Good day. Gav will be back soon. I should get some rest while I can.
Our lore master, Harpocrates. What do you mean you don't believe Moogles exist? There is one in the hideout. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Moogles do not exist. Sir? Sir? There's a Moogle right in the back of the airship. Huh? What? Oh.
Not like a blink and you're already off solving everyone's problems. It looks good, Clive. Goes well with the scowl.
I'd had that brand for so long.
He burned it off finally.
What it was like to be myself. And it's all
I didn't
thanks
even
to you,
catch that
Talia.
detail.
The scalpel did most of the work. Ah, before I forget, a rider was here with a letter from Gav. Otto left it on your desk.
Hell yeah, baby.
All right, I'll have a look.
And then you get some rest.
Yeah, not a Stolas. Also,
What could Gav have thought worthy of a letter?
let me just say this. We're gonna save because we're gonna call it right here before we read that letter. We'll save that letter for tomorrow's stream. But I'll say it. I'll say it right now. Dudes, Jill, I sleep. Tarya, real shit. God damn, what a baddie. Remember, Clive is the only one so far that can see it. Oh, true. In this world, only certain people can actually see it. I mean, there were because the other people that saw it were the children in the original hideout. Because they were like, oh, isn't that a Moogle? Yada, yada, yada. I was like, oh. Huh. I just kind of assumed everyone could see it. But like, yeah, you know what? That makes sense. Good point. Good point, Dev. All right. Well, I'm going to go call it there. Because this is a good stopping point before we go and read whatever letter gets us into shenanigans tomorrow. But like, it's kind of like FF4 at the very beginning, where they weren't seen much. That makes sense. All right. Oh, today's stream was a wild ride of technical difficulties and crashing and replaying things, but also, damn, this game is so fucking good. That should say a lot if I have dealt with all of that and I am frustrated that I am still coming back to this game and I want to play more. Fucking damn, this game's good. But thank you all for joining me today. I'll be back tomorrow for more FF16. You all stay hydrated out there, get a good meal because everyone deserves it, and be sure to treat yourselves and others well. Treat each other like humans, please. Treat each other good. Be kind to each other. That being said, yeah, I'll catch you all then. I'm gonna go grab some grub because reading that chocobo recipe fucking made me hungry. So yeah, catch y'all later. Bye bye.